There is all kinds of build-up to January 20th, and there's a lot of really grim posts being put out there regarding this date and what might happen on this date, and they're really seeding this idea, this notion into people's heads that January 20th will be a day that will live in infamy. And of course, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of National Guard people at the nation's capital, the city seemingly under martial law, almost. I think it's fair to say. It might be fair to say things just totally locked down completely. Rumors of of miscreants and malcontents gathering at state capitals everywhere, and kicking off some mischief, fucking things up. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't laugh about it, but I just had this. I had this idea, actually. I was going to email a friend of mine and say, "Hey, ready to fuck things up on the 20th?" But then I thought to myself, the members of the alphabet agencies who read all of our emails will probably misconstrue my tone, and who knows what will happen after that. There seems to be just a general atmosphere of high alert right now. And I'm just wondering, if it wouldn't just be way too obvious, too on the nose, as everybody seems to be saying these days, to actually have some false flag take place, actually orchestrate some major catastrophic event on the day of our 46th president's inauguration. It seems, by the way, this whole on the nose thing, when did people start saying that? To mean really obvious or overly obvious or too obvious. When did it seems like that just started cropping up a few months ago, and then it was something I heard more and more everywhere, and it was something I didn't hear people say until recently. This, using the term on the nose. Usually they would say on the nose, like you got it right, you're on the nose. Or maybe they would say that before. It seems like the phrase on the nose had a more positive connotation before, like it was like an affirmation in some way, whereas now it's like, oh, that's so gauche because it's too on the nose. You've got to be a little more subtle. Anyway, that was a little bit of a diversion there, a little bit of a tangent. So, do we really think that they would be that obvious about it? I'm going to make the prediction that January 20th comes and goes, and there's no major event that takes place. I think this is a lot of hype. I think they're trying to gear us up. I think they're trying to provoke things, really. They're trying to stir the pot. It's obvious. This is the atmosphere of things for the last year, basically, or so. We've got to stop believing the hype. We've got to stop buying into the fear mongering. That's those are my thoughts on what's happening right now, and all of the fear. That's all of the everything they're just shooting into the atmosphere right now, as if it were chemtrails, metaphorical chemtrails of fear and rancor, and the thing is, people are more are more interested in wanting to see something happen so that they can blame it on somebody and then, usher in a new McCarthyism. That's what it seems like this is all about. A sort of, they want to say, oh, well, look at these events that are going to take place by these unhinged people. And that just goes to show you that everybody who thinks this way, everybody who's not with the new regime is suspect and needs to be brought in for questioning. And I just don't think none of this helps matters. If people are even interested in helping matters right now, which of course a lot of people aren't. There are a lot of malevolent, malicious forces out there who just want there to be more fear, rancor, and hatred. And that's what they're going for, and that's what they're gearing for. And there are a lot of naive people who just take the bait and then they tumble down this rabbit hole that's been designed for them, or this bear trap, I guess we could say, that's been designed for them, because that's a better metaphor. They step right on the spot that they've been lured towards. Anyway, I don't believe the hype. I don't think anything is going to happen. I think it's much ado about nothing. But I think it's not just much ado about nothing. It's like a calculated effort to touch something off. And who knows, maybe they will try something. But it just seems to me that's everybody's on their guard about it right now. There are plenty of conservative commentators who are saying, I don't have anything to do with this. I disavow all of this, and so forth. And it's like they feel they have to say these kinds of things. Like unless you say something like that, it's just assumed that if something goes down that you're in on it. No, that's silly. That's dumb. That's ridiculous. Unless you actually say, like I was going to jokingly write to my friend, let's start some shit. Let's fuck things up. Unless you say that and not in jest, unless you say that seriously, and you are, obviously being an agent provocateur, then you are in no way to blame for what anybody else does. No, in no way, in no mode or manner. So we'll see what happens. But again, my prediction, nothing happens. And we'll see if I'm right. Thanks for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki, altrightnovelist.com.